for the Zoom. My name is Adeyemi Fakomiti, 5A Distributors of Enagic International. You're welcome to pre-launching of Enagic in Nigeria. You still need to do more by inviting your guests, your prospect to be with us. Every Sunday night, we make it happen. And I believe tonight is going to be a very memorable night for all of us. So you're highly welcome. Yeah, Enagic pre-launching in Nigeria. This wonderful company since 1974, they've been on in producing this wonderful technology called Kangen machine. All right. And Kangen come to existence as a result of research done by a group of Japanese doctors. But before we go in, we always like to start our presentation from talking about the way we preserve or we store our water in this part of the world, or most countries of the world. Plastic bottle is a rainy way of storing water. There is a very dangerous or harmful chemicals that actually destroy the water and the plastics. The longer the water stays in the plastics, the more emissions of this chemical called bisphenol or BPA. You can do a lot of research for you to have adequate information about bisphenol. Bisphenol is some countries who knows the danger that they're causing to human body. So many countries need to do a kind of banning it. Okay, it's been banned since the 70s in Japan. Some states in the US actually banned bisphenol or storing water in plastics. If you remember in those days, our water is not stored in plastic bottle. It's usually in bottle or using other things to put it in a fridge or in a mud pot, okay? But the more modernization that is happening, the more we are staying off going off from nature, how God has made everything for us natural that keeps our body. So this bisphenol is one of the chemicals that causes disease in both adult and children. So we need to do away with plastic bottle. Okay? You see, the reseller of a plastic bottle or bottled water, after receiving this product from production from companies, you see most of them keep it in the sun. So when ray of light hit on these plastics, it causes that chemical emission more into the water. So this bisphenol is very, very dangerous. So we need to do away with it. And even if you look at after consuming the water from the plastics, a lot of hazards of pollutions of environment. Also, this also cause a lot of hazards for environment. So having this wonderful technology Kangen machine will actually help us from stopping all this nonsense in our environment. So you're welcome to Enagic International. This company, like I said, since 1974, they've been producing this wonderful technology called Kangen machine. But then it was only for use quality water from the machine to recovery of patients in hospital, another water to also help in sterilization of equipment without using any kind of chemical base. But not until 1994, after running the bigger size of the machine in hospital in Japan, they now produced domestic model called Level Look SD501. So this Level Look SD was produced in 1994 and launched network marketing distributions. And then, because the vision of the companies is that every family should have this technology so that we can have the same water that we were getting from mountain water. We can also have it in our home through Kangen machine. Not until 2003, when the network moved from Lusaka, Japan, down to New York, and from New York, they were able to spread to so many countries of the world. But if you look at the world map we are seeing, Africa is not having spot of energy company. But I have a good news to announce to everyone on call tonight that Nigerians have been approved for distribution of Kangen machine in the whole Africa. So meaning Nigeria is going to distribute these companies, this product to every homes in Africa. So the opportunity you are having tonight is not just Nigerian market, we have the whole African market and also the world market, because anywhere you find people who drink water, you can actually sell Kangen machine to them. So that is why we say you are welcome to pre-launching of Enagic in Africa. So you're welcome to that. Now, we talked about the Kangen, which is the product of Enagic, Kangen machine or Kangen water. Actually, when the success was made on the research by a group of Japanese doctors, and after producing the technology to replicate what happened in Mante water, okay, and they call it Kangen. Kangen is a Japanese word made back to origin. What that simply means is when you have Kangen machine in your home and you are taking your water from this machine, it will help your body to flush any form of activities and help your body to be in alkaline state so that no diseases will have place. Then your body begin to slow down in aging process. So that's why we call it back to origin. So let's look at how the whole process begins. In 50, group of Japanese doctors sees that a lot of spring water spot around the world. People usually call it miracle water because once they have access to this water, it heals their body and they call it miracle water. We also have some spot of such in Nigeria. We have a Kogosi, we have a waterfall. Fayose invests a lot of money. Is it Fayose? Fayemi invests a lot of money in a Kogosi to produce Gosi water. But by bottling that spring water into the bottle, okay, it destroyed the property of the water. I've used Gozi water to do my demonstrations, and the same result is also getting because of storage of that water. I once visited that Ekogosi, and I see that Gozi water is not being chemical produced. It is only filter. After coming out from the rock, they filter it and bottling it. But that bottle now is what they actually destroyed the property of the water. Okay, so after this group of Japanese doctors collect this water from different countries, you can see France, you can see Mexico, India, Germany, and Saudi Arabia. In Saudi, they call it Samsa water. So all mountain water contain same property called active hydrogen. And active hydrogen is a kind of thing that when it's found in your drinking, it's contain antioxidant, okay? And also is an anti-aging. You see, anything that contains antioxidant, it will slow down aging because antioxidants destroy free radicals in human body. So aging will become delayed. Age will become delayed. And reason for that is the water also contains what we call negative charge of ORP. ORP means oxidation reduction potential. That is, this water, it is free from being oxidized. Every other water is oxidation present. That is, it is ORP plus. While Kangen water is, or mountain water is ORP minus charge. So the three properties what we're going to check in the water. So the live demonstration starts from taking the first property called antioxidation. That is free from oxidation because of that negative ORP. And that made the water to become antioxidant. And when you drink it, your body begins to slow down in the aging process. All the wrinkles begin to disappear because the more you have access to oxidation, the faster you age. In our environment, one of the things that is highly oxidized is our oxygen, because each time you on the generator, that carbon coming out destroys the oxygen. And the MOT, there's supposed to be water controlling the cars that is bad on our road. Each time that car is emitting a lot of carbons, this also destroys our oxygen. That is why you see when you open a fresh apple, within 5 to 20 minutes, you see it become brown. That brown shows that the oxidation is very, very high. So we also have another object that we can actually detect oxidation. That is tomato. A fresh tomato, the woman used to cook a very nice soup. But when the tomato is rotting, that is presence of oxidation. So what that means is, in tomato, oxidation is quickly discovered. Also in apple. But when it comes to water, you cannot detect it because water is transparent in nature. When you leave a water on top of the table for the next 5 to 15 or 20 days, the color remains. You see some particles on the front, on the surface, but the color remains the same. Now, water moves from fresh to oxidation. Now, when that happens to water, it doesn't change taste, color, or smell. The color remains the same, the taste remains the same. And in water, living tissue plus oxidation is equal to sickness. That is, if the water you are drinking is actually oxidation present, now it will lead to what we call acid reflux, and will begin to affect the organs in human body. Now, to check the oxidation presence in water, we need this meter called ORP meter, oxidation reduction potential meter. This will quickly help us to discover the presence of oxidation in water. This meter is actually used by people that do swimming pool business. So if a reading is coming out from the meter and is showing minus millivolts, minus means oxidation is not present. That means the water is an anti-aging and it will reduce oxidative stress. That is, it will reduce the faster, that we age. That's just the meaning of that. Then if it is plus, that means there is no minus on the reading. Then it is an aging is highly oxidized. That makes the water is as rotten as that we see in previous time. So I have a video that's going to help us to do this. Now this video is going to show to us a lot of different presence of water. We have tap water, we have RO water, that is reverse osmosis water, and also mineral water, and soft drinks, and Kangen fresh collected water. Okay? Now, if you look at all this water, you can't discover, there's no difference between all the water. Even the soft drinks too, they all have colorless water, colors. For the fact that it looks clean, it doesn't mean that it is healthy for your body system. So a lot of differences are naturally in water. So he's bringing out the meter now to check the oxidation presence. So we are starting from the tap water. Okay, the ORP meter will tell us if the water is actually rotting or it is free from oxidation. You can see the millivolt there is plus 400 and above. The RO is 450, meaning it is more presence of oxidation. This mineral is 430 in oxidation present. This is soft drink, 500 and above. The more you drink any product or any drink that contains sugar, the more oxidation you are bringing to your tissue, to your body systems. Here is Kangen water, minus charge, 500 and above. This is the only water that is free from oxidation, and that is the only water that is alive. We're having a discussion in the presence of Professor Agbola, that is a vice chancellor of Kangen University on Friday. I went there today, presentation for him, and the man found a lot of great value in this. So in our discussion, we're talking about water that people have access in those days, water from spring. Water that flow, that is moving, that you collect and you fetch. Even though you see some people even peeing or whatever in those water, because that water flow, there's a lot of currency that pass through that water. That's why you see the water in the body. That's why that particular one is not even a spring water. So we have also destroyed all this, our environment, and that is the reason why we have a lot of diseases that we are battling today. So among the water we have here, Kangen water is only water that is fresh, that is good, healthable for your body systems. So the second property we're going to check is called alkaline content. Everybody in this part of the world actually knows about this particular one we are discussing, because we want to be in our water, because we know that in presence of alkalinity in the body, cancerous cells cannot be able to survive it. Now, to check this, but before this, I'd like to talk about different type of alkaline, because we have two types. First, ionized, which is the one we are presenting in the tank machine. Second one is induction, that is induced, adding something, adding baking soda into water gives you alkaline. Lime, or get a Chinese bottle, pour water into it, and remove water. And so as God will have it, on Friday, this VC, he had also that bottle, and he bring it. I said, sir, it might even have been expired. By the time we check on that, it has expired a year ago, but the man did not even know. He just put in water and drink. He was so surprised to see that thing is even have an expiration. You understand? And there's a rock inside that bottle. But I'll give you the analysis about it. Because when you drink alkaline that is induced, okay, what happens is the molecular structures of the water still remain intact. So when you drink it as a regular water, it still goes through the same process of water that goes through your tummy. And for your body to have access to the alkalinity content in the water, your kidney need to help you to do what we call breaking it down. No, water is what our body needs, because human body 70-75%. So your organ does not need to help you to break water down before can have access to your body systems. So inductions alkaline water, your kidney need to help you to breaking it down. So consuming such alkaline for your body for a longer time can actually put a lot of danger or a lot of organ collapsing. That's why a lot of doctors say disease from such alkaline. But when it becomes an ionized is the water go to the machine, and the machine do what we call separate of the water into two parts because of the rock that is inside the machine. That titanium rock will split the water into two parts, positive electron and negative electron. So the positive electron is the bad water, while the negative electron is the one we are consuming that we check the first. So when you check the alkaline content, it gives you the best alkaline. So when your body accesses such alkaline, it goes straight to your cells. It doesn't have any business into the tummy, talk less of moving to your kidney to break it down. No, it goes straight to the cells and it helps all the organs in the body. So that is the best alkaline that you can consume. So to check alkaline in water, you need two things: pH tester and pH chart, which we are seeing in our front. Now, pH means potential hydrogen. The same hydrogen we have in mountain water, we want to check in Kangen, in the water that we're going to have in our present this evening. So the chart of pH starts from 0 and end in 14. So 7 is the middle, which is neutral. So if the color chart is giving you green, that is neutral. So anything below 7 is acid. Anything above 7 is alkaline. And acid pH means it leads to sicknesses in human body, while above 7 is an alkaline, which bring healthy activities to human body. So there's a video that's going to help us to do this. We have before, we are still going to use the same water to check this alkalinity content with pH tester. So we are starting from the borehole, which is a tap water. In Nigeria, we call it borehole. But most of the waters are present of the municipal water, is tap water. So you can see the color is giving us. The two mineral there, it is called indulge. I mean, it's dosing. Dosing, it means having chemicals into the water to make alkaline. That's the fourth way of making alkaline. That's why you see now, it's giving us blue and above 8. But that is a chemical indulged alkaline. So by the time you drink Kangen water, before you drink Kangen, your body is active tissue. It will move your body immediately from active tissue to alkaline. Now, when the dominant will not happen to your body, it will determine how many sugar you have been consuming before you have access to Kangen water. It will determine the healings that happen in your body. Now, when you drink sugar into your body, you see 9.5 into sugar is not changing into gluten, it's still remain as active to tell you the dangers of sugar in human body. Sugar destroys the body than cigarette. Cigarette only destroy the lungs, while sugar destroys the whole organs of the body. So we need to stay away from sugar. And we also give sugar to our children. But we need to do away with it or reduce it to minimum if possible. People say that they are looking for energy in soft drinks. What I tell them is, because the water you are drinking is not having that negative charge. That's why you are looking for energy in soft drinks. But Kangen water have 500, 600 millimoles of minus. Immediately you drink Kangen water, you see the whole energy that you have been looking for. So that is another advantage of Kangen water. So among the water we have here, the only one that is neutral, the only one that is healthy, that is alkaline content natural, is Kangen water. Thank you, bro. So there's a doctor that actually talks about this. He did a research in 1931. His name is the Dr. Otto Eric Warburg. He did a research in 1923, and 12 years exactly after that research, he got a physiology Nobel Prize. And in his work, he said the metabolism of a tumor, he demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. Hypoxia is lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen leads to what we call acidosis in the body systems. And that is cancerous. And that is why you see people that have cancer, their tissue is acid. Okay? While healthy body is alkaline tissue. So this is the research. It now says the last paragraph said the private said 35% of oxygen in 48 hours, it might become cancerous. That is, you might begin to have cancerous cells in your body system. That's why you see Kangen water is a very important water. There's no you can be drinking Kangen water and you have a trace of cancer in your body systems. And that's why you see when you drink Kangen water, it helps you to prevent a whole lot of diseases in the body system. So the third property called microclusters. Microcluster is talking about small water cluster, which is easy absorption. That is, if the water is micro, then your body can hydrate, can drink, can absorb the water faster, not the one you drink that is forming poultry in your tummy. Human body is made up of 70-75% of water. You can see the statistical rate of the water in every organs in the body. Lungs about 90%, blood 82, skin 80, muscle 75, brain 70, bone 22. Can you believe that bone contains 22% of water? Two other why we need microclusters is one, to supply nutrient into the body, nutrient that you get from food, supplement, and food that you are eating. You need micro water to take the nutrient to your body, to your cell. Second, detox, channel waste out of the body systems. You need micro water so you can be able to do detoxification so that your pee, you can detox, you can pee regularly, you can also defecate easy without need to take any fiber product into your body systems. So microcluster is talking about better hydration. If the water is not micro, you can't get better hydration. And when you have hydration, your tummy is filled up and it be making guru in your body because the water is not having access to the body. Even at that period, you see that your mouth is asking to drink more of that water because the one you drink that is filled in your tummy, body is not having access to it because the structure is large. Same water, go through my Kangen machine. There is already micro in clusters. So the structures are about 15 to 20. It breaks it from 15, 20 into 5 and 6. It's very micro, very small. Easy is to penetrate to the cells and greater absorption and greater penetration to the body begin to happen. So we have another video that is going to help us to do this. We have a tea bag that we're going to use. Now we're using tea bag to represent cells in the body. Because cells, what they need to get rejuvenated is water. And the water that can only get to the cells is micro water. So when you drink a regular water, it's not getting access to the cells because cells is like a tea bag, the tea inside the bag. So when you boil water to make a tea. And at boiling state of water or before boil, the water is large. At boiling state is micro. So when you now drop the tea inside the hot water, the tea come out immediately. What we want to do in this live demonstration, I want you to understand that the time ratio of the water coming, bringing the tea out from the tea bag, that's what we want to do. That's the same absorption faster rate into your body system that we're going to do. So let's continue. Tuilin is a Chinese tea. And we have regular tap water and Kangen 9.5 water. So you're going to pour and say simultaneously. Can you see? Now, what happened? It is out without bringing the water. You can see, put at the same time and pour the water at the same time, and yet it's still not coming out. It will take a longer time for regular water to bring out the food because the structure is very large. Now, you want to do another thing. When you eat good food, good supplement, and you drink regular water on the food or the good supplement, it destroys the nutrients in that good food you eat. But Kangen water will do what? Will multiply. You can see same size of food, but different type of water. But Kangen water still makes more food. That's why the fact that it's the same size, but it makes more food. So that's what happens to you. It multiplies the good nutrient that you have eaten in those food, in supplements and all that. So this particular one is the reason why you cannot use Kangen water to take your doctor medication, because there will be, a higher rate of that absorption of that drugs into your body. So a Kangen machine, you have a neutral water that you can press to take your medication before you can resume by your Kangen water. Thank you. So you see, what we are presenting to you today, we are not just presenting, having the whole theory or practical or whatever, without having where people, the professional, not just a doctor, but a PhD, they approve, or not just even approve, but write books on what we are discussing. This is one of the things that actually makes the prof on Friday in Covenant University at Tota, when I'm doing the presentation. By the time I get this, in fact, he got one of the books, say he want to read it, because he has been reading about this. He has been preparing for us as much for us to have this presentation. So he said he really appreciates the presentation on Friday. Now, Dr. Enagic is a co-inventor of colonoscopy, and he wrote a book called Enzyme Factor. And everything about 4 books this guy wrote before he died 2 years ago is about Kangen water, because he wants the legacy to live on. He wants people that when you have, a terrible disease, it is not the end of life, that you can still live. All you need to do is having access to Kangen machine in your home and get the water, change your water, change your life. Another book is written by Dr. Dave Carpenter, he's a neuropathic doctor. It's called Change Your Water, Change Your Life by Dave Carpenter. So we're going to go through them. Another book is written by director of the American Anti-Cancer Institute. This guy wrote a book called Killing Cancer, Not People, because this body that he had, they use chemo to kill the people, because when people have cancer, they recommend them to go and go through shot of chemo. And chemo is a targeted therapy that destroys the body than even the cancer itself. So let's run through what it says about Kangen machine. Here are the books that we're displaying. We are starting from Killing Cancer, Not People, written by G. Wright. Now, on chapter 6 of the book, step 3 of the cancer diet, restructures ionizer to save your life. On page 159, it said, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory baseline requirement for those that have cancer. Is a mandatory to them. If they really want to survive, this is mandatory for them. And thank God that we have a lot of testimony about this. On page 1, another page 158, it talks about, if I were looking for electrolyte unit today, I would choose SD501 made by Enagic company. And I call it the Rolls Royce of water ionizer, my brother. The Rolls Royce of water ionizer. That is what we are selling, we are presenting to you today. So it's a premium product. Kangen water, been in business for 30 years, because he wrote the books about how many years ago? 18 years ago. Now, lastly, on the book, on page 170, he said, I have no financial interest in Enagic company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation, because they do it willingly in order to help humanity to get access to ways of healing their body or live life without complaining of health hazard. Now, here is another doctor, the Enagic. You can see he's a professor of surgery in Abaisi College of Medicine, New York, and chief endoscopy. That is, he is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. Colonoscopy is a put the camera from the back end and have access, gain access to internal system and perform operation without any cut or whatever. Why endoscopy, which is the chief of endoscopy, that is putting camera from the mouth, having access to internal system. So this guy is an icon when it comes to medicine. So I don't know which doctor can be able to say no to Kangen machine in Nigeria. So on the books of the enzyme factor, he said Kangen water is alkaline-rich water, pH 8 to 9, and consider the very best of drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. The three properties that we just discussed, and this is the fourth book he wrote before he died. So some testimony he was able to record it before he died, but we only have some few to show to you tonight. So it is someone that is having inflammation. Inflammation is talking about joint inflammations of too much of activity in the body systems will lead to what? Body extractions of the from the cartilage we call the alkaline tissue in the joint. Once the body is seeking, because the too much of active influence too much of the body go to the joint to go and be drawing that cartilage, which is represented as an alkaline, and the inflammation begin to happen. So it might become what we call arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, which is a very dangerous one. So in 3 months of drinking Kangen water, you can see the result, because before, a lot of residue is deposited in the colon. After the toxic effect of Kangen, you can see the colon, everything is cleaned up, and your system is back to origin. Remember, back to origin. Now, here is someone that is having a 45 years breast cancer with chronic constipation. 3 months after, you can see the result. The result is amazing. Here is someone with cancer, you know, he's already on chemo. But the chemo have actually destroyed the whole cells of the body. You can see the whole how it brought it. That's why we see the testimony of our sister is really amazing. That's the next. So 3 months after this person that is already on chemo, you can see how the whole cells, everything was back in rejuvenation. Remember, back to origin. Now, here is the testimony I'm going to share before we go to the next water. This woman, in month of August, when bringing her down to our office in Maryland, then because that's the genesis. That's why we can talk about Kangen water or Kangen technology in Nigeria without mentioning Maryland. This woman came there then, and a friend brought her to come and see the miracle that is happening. And the miracle indeed really happened in her life. As at that time, she had already gone through, she's already on stage 4 cancer, and she already lost hope in life. I'm the one that actually administered 11.5 and 9.5 for her, and she took home and drink and all that. But that first day she came, when we administered, Simon gave her the 11.5 and 9.5. At the same time, she was studying, at the same time peeing. Lose all the energy they went her in to that all that day. I remember that day. Each time I'm talking about this, I remember. Okay, and to the glory of God, she's our ambassador now, because this photograph we are seeing is 5 weeks after the before and after. 5 weeks after, she already back on her feet. The first EKW we have in Nigeria, that's the essential workshop of Kangen in Nigeria. She's there, and today she's doing very well. And she owns a Kangen shop in Oregon, okay, which is Morrison Crescent. You can go there and get Kangen water. So it's been awesome. All right. So all the while is only water we are talking about, which is drinkable one Kangen water, which is step of the pH. First is 8.5, next is 9.0 and 9.5. So the next button on the machine is clean water, which is neutral water. You can use it to take your medication, and also for babies, put babies a feeder on the machine. Now, you know, naturally we are all born as alkaline. That's why you cannot recommend Kangen water to baby. Baby, that is time baby below 1 year. You can't give them Kangen water to drink. What to give them is what? Clean water. And you know that presently, doctor tells all antenatal mothers not to give water to their children, to their baby, until they ask them to do exclusive breastfeeding for 6 to 7 months. But I want to tell you the reason why for that is because all water in Nigeria is oxy-based, and it leads to babies to have what we call constipation. But having Kangen machine in your home, you don't need that. From the day-old baby, you can begin to give them neutral water, which is the plain water. The next water is called beauty water. How do you get beauty water? Beauty water comes as a byproduct of Kangen water. As we are collecting Kangen water from the farms, that positive electron water coming out as a waste in beauty water. I paid with beauty water this morning, and this night I'm also going to pay, because right now I'm in my house in Ibadan. So I installed the machine, so everybody will be coming to collect. A lot of family will be coming to receive the water, because you just have to share the water. Sharing the water is what we need to do. The more we share, the better. The more people that have access, the better. Now, look at the benefit of the waste water, which we call beauty water. It brings the pH is 5.5, and our skin pH is 6, between 5 to 6. So Kangen, beauty water is stand between the two numbers, between 5 and 6. So if you get access to your skin, your skin will absorb it, will suck it in, like the way the Dr. Danny says. And it nourish and moisturize your skin. It makes your skin to be tender, like baby skin. So the benefit of Kangen water is really enormous. You can't quantify what you get when you have access to this technology. The next is 11.5 water, which is 11 strong Kangen water, which is 11.5, very high in alkalinity content, which any normal person cannot. If you don't have any health challenges, don't even go there. You don't need to drink it. It was a research done by some doctors after producing it. They were using to wash vegetables then. Okay? When they discovered that when you have cancer in your body and you have access to this machine, just drink 11.5, like 1 liter per day. Then you now drink more of 9.5. What you're using 11.5 to do for the people that have cancer is to rescue them from that danger zone, to flush faster the active tissue and also the cancerous cell, stopping them from being active and from being spreading into the body. And once that happens, the dominance of alkalinity will make your body to become zero cancer free. So the 9.5 will do the job, but you need 11.5 to facilitate to get faster testimony. So another thing you can use this 11.5 for from your machine when you have it in your home is to wash your fruit, your vegetable, your rice, your beans before you cook them, because farmer put oil-based chemical, all the pesticide and herbicide, they use oil-based chemical so that when the rain fall on the farm, the chemical will not be washed out. And at the same time, after going back to harvest the crops, the chemicals, they are not removing it. They bring it to the market and we buy. Some other try to use vinegar or salt to wash, but I'm telling you, this cannot help. But having Kangen machine technology in your home, my brother, my sister, you can use 11.5, soak your beans, your rice, your vegetables. In fact, we did it in a particular place. The family was amazed. They bought the machine in Mr. Goodluck house in Awoyaya, Aja. The man, I saw the machine, I think around February, March, thereabout. And I've taught them on how to make the 11.5, but they are not using it. Until one of us started went there, and I taught them what they want to do. They said, well, you have this, why don't you make 11.5? So what is it? They now saw their beans, they saw what come out. The woman say, oh my God. So even we have this machine, yes, we are not taking all the benefits. So let's watch the result of 11.5 by using it to raise or to solve chemicals or pesticide in our foods so that we can go green in the house. Like I said, farmers know that oil and water don't mix. That's why they use oil-based chemical. So we have a sesame oil. We have regular water. Regular water cannot dissolve with oil. Rather, oil will stay afloat, water goes down. So we also have 11.5 water. Tap water, the oil will stay up, water goes down. That is normal physics law. But that law will break tonight. What 11.5 into this oil? The 11.5 has the power to emulsify, to break the oil to smaller units, and the mix of the oil and the water is cannot separate them anymore. That's the reason why it's easy for you to use it for your beans. So if all the sniper that the mama is put on the beans, the day I learned that I was full. Here is the farm produce tomato. Tap water can only remove dust. All the chemicals, all the pesticides they have inside cannot be removed by tap water. So soaking it in less than 1 minute, the result will amaze you. So this is a total grain. You see this life, all the kita we are doing. By the time you make the money, you want to live long. It's not that you live and you have money and yet your health is demanding for more of you. So having Kangen machine in your home can prevent you, that make you enjoy your life and live life to the fullest. Look at the result of this on this tomato. All these things you are seeing is the chemical, all the pesticide, the herbicide, all this farmer has sprayed. All this, we have been eating this before now. If anybody is giving you 10,000, it's nobody. But actually, we have been eating this from all this wine because we don't have access to the machine. But right now, we have access to it, have it in our home so that we can do all this. Here is on a strawberry. You can see the one with ordinary one and the one with 11.5. The result is amazing. If it's not safe to breathe, how can it safe to eat? The guy spraying the chemical on the farm and protect himself. If it's water, does he need to protect himself? No. Farmer two farm. One organic, smaller one for his own family to consume because you know the danger of the chemical that is on the farm. That's why they have two farms. The larger one is for money making venture. So we need to have Kangen machine in our home. Last water, that is strong water. The water of 11.5 comes the 2.5 water, which is sanitary water. Sanitary water is the reason why, one of the reasons why they use this technology in Japan to sterilize equipment. So when you have when you have Kangen machine in your home, like today now, I have 2.5 to wash my water bottle. After I wash it with soap, I pour 2.5 inside. So also I want to take some of my Kangen water. So share to everyone. If you have your Kangen there, you see. Very refreshing. Sanitary water is 5 coming out from Kangen water. Each time you collect 11.5, you have the wastewater of it, which is a sanitary water. Sanitize your spoon, your pot, everything you want. You can your table, play your laptop, your phone, mop the do all kind of things. That would be our country home. We need to have the Super SZ, so that we can produce more of. We have the bigger size of the machine, which have plates. It's about 7 naira. That will give us enough of 2.5 and also a lot of 11.5. But I tell you, the level look 501 will give you this 2.5 and at the same time give you 11.5. So 2.5 with its effect will destroy germs, 99.9% of germs. So it's the best hand sanitizer that you need. You don't need to spend money on hand sanitizer anymore. If you have a bad breath, your mouth is bringing out the goods and services every morning, spray 2.5, or you have toothache or sore throat, you can use it to the perfect mouth, whatever, and help your teeth to ache. Now, you can also use 2.5 to solve any skin disease. Either you have a cut or you have gangrene, there is too much of diabetes in your body and it's only bring a wound and the wound is not healing. Spray 2.5, drink 9.5 to solve the internal problems, while the outer body, 2.5 will take care of it. So let's watch people that are using on the eczema. This is before and after. 2 weeks after using this, drinking 9.5 and spray 2.5, the result is that here is psoriasis, very stubborn skin problems. Before and after, before and after, the result of 2.5, amazing. But 11.5 will solve the problem from internally, if it's in the blood or whatever, why ethanol 2.5 will take care of it. This guy, he works in General Hospital in Nabadu, is a Malaysian. And for 15 good years, behind this horizon around, you can 60 days after drinking 9.5 and spray 2.5 at the affected area, the result is amazing. Man from Singapore, he'll be dealing with these problems for donkey years. You can see in 2 months exactly, the face, everything is stopped back. If you see value or find value what I'm presenting, go to the chat box and type 7777. Now, here we have a lot of recommendations, a lot of certificates to this technology we're talking about, but we have 2 certificates, 3 we would like to talk about. Japan Ministry of Health certified this technology as a medical device after 6,500 group of Japanese doctors, they call them JAPA, it's an association, run through this level loop SZ501 and give a report back on the 5 different types of water that this technology produces. And the report shows that this device is a medical device. International Standard Organization also certified with 13,485, the same certification given to all medical equipment around the world. So you can actually call it a medical device. All right? But Let's see, maybe Nigerian Medical Association too. We also run through it by the time we are fully running business in Nigeria. In 2003, when the company launched in New York, Water Quality Association of United States of America also give a gold seal on this technology. That's why every Kangen machine you see, there is a gold seal on the body. I also have an announcement to make to everyone on call tonight that SON, S-O-N, okay, also give a certificate. We're expecting our shipment from Lusaka, Japan. So they are working on it because the certificate is already given. So they need to also put the seal of SON on Kangen machine, the one that will be supplying to the whole Africa. Same quality, same, but having sealed of SON. In fact, I'll make a request for them so that we can add it to our presentation that SON of Nigeria also certify it so that we can have our product distribute easily. So level look S01 is a medical device. Okay, not water, not alkaline, but medical device. Produce 5 different types of water. Here is the factory in Lusaka producing, supplying this water technologies in 1974, and with that certificate. So do you see value, or do you see value in this machine? If you see value in this machine, go to the chat box, bro, and type 777. That is my unique number. 77 to appreciate what I'm presenting tonight. What value will you place? To place value, also go to your chat box, it with 77 to show that you are actually seeing a great value in this wonderful presentation tonight. And you see, I tell people that, you see, after listening to this presentation, and you see that this thing is coming into the African market, ask yourself, is the personal questions that you need to ask yourself. In the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, when we're going to have so many homes, like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 homes using Kangen machine in their home, a question that you need to ask yourself, how many of such distributions is going to happen through your network? Because your network is your network. My brother, let's join hands and move this product to the next level. Level Look SD501 is the best you can give to your family. It's a medical device. It comes with flashing model of 7 solid titanium platinum plate. That's the mechanism that works inside this machine. So the value for today is 3,280 euro, 200 shipping to Lagos, 500 clearance. The total is 3.3 million naira. And it comes with 5-year warranty. I also have another great news to also announce, which I'm going to update immediately after this presentation. Our office in Nigeria has already opened, but soft opening, and they have given us our naira value. So the 500 that we normally have for clearance is no longer going to be there. So if you want to buy your Kangen machine, okay, for today's price is 2,970,000 naira. You're going to have it. So you have over 330,000 off. My brother, that is a good news that I have for you tonight. So please, let's move this. Let's share with people. Let's help to a lot of bodies. Like on Tuesday now, I also have meeting with the VC of another private university. Okay, we are moving this technology to a greater height. Please, my brother, be confident of what you have, of the product that you have in your hand. You see that the result will be amazing. So 2,970,000 is the actual price, today price. So let's see how of this we can move. So you agree with me? The Kangen machine is priceless and is the best you can give to your family. Let me tell you this. We buy cars, we buy houses, we do that for our family. We want them to be comfortable. But Kangen machine is another positive investment that we need to put into a budget so that our home can also have this. And you know what? By the time you have this in your home, you stop buying seaweed. You stop buying so many water that you buy. All the pure that you call pure water, you stop buying it. You stop buying bottled water. Then you have quality and healthy water and also other benefits from Kangen machine. So only medical grade water machine, ISO 30,485 medical standard, only machine that can produce 11.5 and 2.5. 5 years warranty. In fact, when we talk about warranty in the presence of VC on Thursday, on Friday, he said, oh, this is good. So, and in that, like, how many years ago do we say? And then say 25 years plus last month minimum use. Say, wow. So that's Japan for you. Okay. Now, one of the kind patented e-cleaning systems, the machine has auto-programming services. This happens from time to time when you're collecting the water. The machine will say, cleaning. Once say cleaning, you don't take the water. You put the hose into waste. After finish, tell you 9.5 Kangen machine, Kangen water is ready to serve you. So if you look at what to spend, if you use 2,970,000 to acquire the machine, and if you look at what you are spending on water on daily basis, if in a home that you have about 10 to 15 people, and you are spending maybe about 1,000 on daily basis on water, but by the time you have Kangen machine in your home, we spread over 15 years, you'll be spending like, let's say 300 or 500 naira on daily basis. That's the 64 cents that we will put there. And this, in the next 15 years, it becomes zero. And you are still using even 25, 30 years, you are still using your technology. So, and if you look at even what you save in terms of taking children to hospital and all those stuff, that everything will be stopped. Even helping people around you. It's not even just you alone, it's just your family alone. Even your neighbors, a lot of them are suffering and having a lot of challenges. Share this water to them, you see the result will be amazing. So that is the first part of this presentation. The second part, I'm going to do it in a very sharp, because this wonderful technology can also bring in a lot of money to your pocket. My brother, my sister, I'm telling you, since the month of August last year, I never regret one day of being part of this project. So that is why you see, we need to push hard. Nothing good come easily. But all this thing we are doing, within a short time, it's going to be a thing of history. When the real cash begin to pump in. What we are doing now, we are doing pre-launching. By the time the pre-launching finish, you see heavy sales begin to come in. All right? So, Enagic business is a proven device for mass market. Mass means for every country they go in, they be checking statistically. People that you never imagine that will buy the machine are the people that is buying the machine. So therefore, don't just assume that a particular person cannot afford it. That's not your job. Your job is to do what? Show them the demo, the water, and show them the demo. That is your job. Your job is to show them the demo, sell the demo, share the water. That is your job. Decision of it is your customer, it is your client that will do that. Do your job, sow the seed, allow God to have his way. So people that you never imagine, they are the one buying. It depends on the value they place on health. Next, over 5 billion have generated in dollars for the session of distributing this. Over 1.5 to 2 million of the machine is in so many families they are using it. So if you know anyone, drink water. That is your prospect. That is my prospect. So share the water and also be part of Kangen lovers around the world. So you can see the company history is about 48 years. ISO 13485. Tested, time tested and proved, endorsed by Dr. Hiromishian, American Anti-Cancer Institute, over 6,500 doctors in Japanese Association of Prevention and Adult Disease, Japan. First use in Japan for hospital in 1974 until domestic model is produced in 1994, and 5 years warranty, the SD501. One of a kind purchase over 25 years minimum lifespan use. Here we have the Enagic as a business. Once you buy one machine, you have access to free account so that you can promote, share the water and make money. Because no one make enemies of the water. As long as we live every day water. So this is the best business ever. No monthly qualification, just buy one machine, your account is sealed. No stocking or loading of inventory, no annual renewal. Accumulative sales, that is when you have an account and you sell for sales, your group, maybe you have like a 3 or 5 direct, then when they also start selling, all the old group sales totally will accumulate will help your advancement in the systems. International borderless sponsoring. That is, you can sell to someone in Dubai, in Japan, in Hong Kong, anywhere in the world. Just give out your ID number, then they can make their purchase. Locate them with an office anywhere in the world. Then you can have access to the sales. All right? Patented compensation plan. That is a marketing plan that pays you and I. Is patented. Patency means it is locked. It's only designed for Enagic to distribute the product, and also made no other company can use it. So meaning your right, my right, everything is sealed. Whatever you hear today is what you're going to be earning on tap market. You agree with me? Africa is still fresh. Is still fresh. So a lot of homes will have acquired this technology. Here is a certificate of the patency. All right. So we have different plan in network marketing distribution systems, okay? But we are only showing only one, which is a binary. Binary has to do with balancing, bring two, bring two, like that, which line is not like that. But in this, you need to do a lot of work to be able to do this balancing. But Enagic plan is called direct sales commission systems. That is, when you buy the machine, you own an account. You are not going to earn anything the machine, but you have access to purchase, which is Kangen machine. The next is share the water so that you can make a sales. When you now make the first, second, third, or fifth sales, each time you make the sales, you get to earn commission, you have direct sales. When your direct make a sales, you have indirect sales. It will give you total group sales. So Enagic plans pays you 10 different payments. But tonight we're going to discuss 1 and 2, 8A or 8-point commission and education allowance. Now, under 8-point commission, once a single machine is sold, that means the company have received 3,480, which is machine money and shipping cost, which is 200 euro. Enagic will allocate budget of 1,640 euro will be kept and divided with 8 in order to distribute it among distributors that make that 6 happen. So on that note, once you buy the machine on your name, you have this distributor's account number that places you as 1A. When you now make a first direct 6, you earn 1 point out of 8. You earn 205 euro. You make the second 6, you earn 1 point. That is 205 euro. The third 6 will promote you to 2A. Once you become 2A, that 6 you make that makes the third 6, you are earning 2 points. That is 410. Now, begin to help your team members to generate 6 so that you can have cumulative of 10 machine. Okay. Once you have cumulative of 10 machine, make number 11 6 so that you can be promoted to 3A. Then you earn 615 euro on that number 11 machine. Once you have cumulative of 20 machine, use your ID to do number 21 so that you can move to 4A and you earn 820 euro on that machine. Once your cumulative hit 50 machine, use your ID to do number 51 so that you can be promoted to 5A. That is my present position, so that you can earn 1,025 euro per machine. Now check if your cumulative hit 100 machine. On that note, use your ID to make 101 so that you can be promoted to 6A. Then you earn 1,230 euro on that single machine. My brother, my sister, this is Enagic plan, and this plan we are showing you, it is patented. So let's go on the plan to see further more explanation about how the earning can come. So this is you. Once you buy the machine, you have your account. You are not in, but when you sell to Tom, which is the first machine that you are selling to your customer, you acquire your own account, you are earning 1 point on Tom machine, that is 205. When you bring in Alex families, you also earn 1 point, which is a 205. Immediately you bring Rose families, you'll be promoted to 2A because it's your third machine. Then you earn 410 per machine. On this note, Tom decided to sell to Grace families. You are earning 205 on Grace machine. Tom too will also earn 205. But at this point, Grace sell to Poly said to Arthur said to Ade said to Yemi. Now, you are seeing any 205 on the 8 levels deep. You are any 105. Under Alex line, anytime you make a sale, you are seeing any. But when it comes to Rose line, Rose is your promotional to 2A line. So anytime Rose sells, you are any 410. But on this note, you sell to Kim families, but your cumulative is not up to 10, so you can't be promoted. So you still remain as 2A. So on Kim, you earn 410. Now, Kim sell 3 machine, because Kim is your 2A line, you are earning 410 each. That means every sales from Kim and Rose, you'll be taking 2 points. That is 410 euro. It's a lot of money, my brother and my sister. So if you check your cumulative now, you have 10 machines. So use ready to do to family of May, then you will be promoted to what? 3A. And you earn 615 euro per machine. That's 3 points. So anytime that family make a sales, you are earning the same. So Annie is under Kim and they sell 3 machines. So you are still earning 410 because it's still within your 8-point commission system. So Bob comes in and he sells 3 machines, Joe, Jack, and John. You are still earning 410, 410, 410. Even on Kim alone, you have already recovered all your investment money. So the referral business is very good. Now, John is coming in and is making a sales to Don under Bob. But at this point, we want to share to see, maybe you can still get some earning from that machine. So the same system will happen. John will take 1 point, meaning John will earn from Don 205. Then 1 point go for John. Bob will take 2 points. Annie will take 2 points. Kim will take 2 points. If you add all these together, it gives you how many points? 7 out of 8. So you only have remainder 1. So you are taking 1 point from Don machine, which is 205, not 410. But John made the second sales, which is to Dave. You are still earning the same 205. But once John make the third sales to Dan, something will happen. Don will be promoted to 2A. And you take how many points? 2 points, which is 410. Bob 2 points, Annie 2 points, Kim 2 points. 8 is complete. 2A4, that is 8. Meaning under 8 points, you as the upline of this line, under Dan, under John, that Dan machine, you are taking 0, which is doesn't count to your cumulative. But if you look at it, sometimes some people say it is bad, but to me, it is good news because it shows on the part of the company's sincerity, telling you that here your income will stop. But if you look at what happened from that line of Kim, you have overeat. In fact, you have eat and vomit. But you can actually consider on other legs, which can give you, even from the Kim machine, from the Kim leg too, a lot of money is still there for you to make. Okay. Now, if you look at the total sales, you have had over 20 machines already. So use already to do Tony so that Tony can promote you to 4A. Then you earn 820 euro on Tony machine. So if Tony makes sales of 5 machines, you are earning 820 euro times 5. Now, Simon see that you are bringing in Simon because you're cumulative 50 machine. So you sell to Simon so that your promotion will become what? 5, my present position. Then you are earning 1,025 euro on that machine. Anytime Simon make a sales, my brother, you are taking the same 1,025 euro per machine. Now you bring in Sam. Sam comes because you see your cumulative is already above 100. So Sam will promote you to what? 6A. And that note, you are earning 2,230 euro on that single machine. If Sam makes sales of 10 machines, you are earning 11, how many thousand? 10,200 and, is that 2? It's 12,230. If you times it times 10, that's a lot of money, my brother. Okay? So, but on that line, you'll be earning 1,230 euro per machine. So once you become 6A, you become a leader. And the leader shows that anywhere down for any of your line outside your 8-point commissions, which you're not going to earn, but because you become a leader of 6A, it will open the second bonus for you, which is education allowance. And education allowance is 135 euro per machine. That is a good news for you because you are now a leader of a whole 100 machine team. That is a big congrats. And immediately you become 6A, you'll be promoted to become career path earners. So once you become 6A, the system will pay you $3,000 once off ranking position because you become 6A. This 3,000 is different from what you will be earning in Europe. It's actually, coordinated by our Enagic United States of America in New York. That is when they are paid these bonus for. Okay? While the 8 points and education allowance is paid from France office. So another thing is encourage two of your line to become 6A, 6A. Just watch two of your line that is doing great job. Encourage them to become 6A, 6A, so that you be promoted to 6A2. Then you earn $6,000 once off in outside your education allowance, outside your 8-point commission, while your two legs who become 6A will earn 3,000 each. Encourage two of them to come to 6A2 so that you can move to 6A2-2. Then you take $12,000, while they will take $6,000 each. Outside education allowance, outside 8-point commission. So encourage two of them to come to 6A2-2 so that they can take 12,000 each. Then you move to 6A2-3. Then you take home 25,000 once-off incentive and 5,000 basic incentive on monthly basis. #3 is my major or my short-time goal that I'm putting 2 years project that I will get to. Okay? You see, it's good to set a good goal, a positive and energetic goal that you put work into action, put action into place. Okay? Because that goal you set is a visualization. You have visualized that in so time, I want to eat this. You don't set goals and sit down without putting work in, without do daily activity, because goals achieving, it has to do with daily contribution to the goal. And in the long run, it will accumulate to give you the better result. And when you now get it, then all the benefit will come to you. Then you're so proud of yourself. Okay, #3 is a very good position that you can actually get to. All right. So the next is encourage two of your downlines to come to #3 so that you can move to #4. All you need to do for you is, as you are make sure you work with two of your line directly under you and work with them, share idea with them, be with them, encourage them, teach them everything that you know about the business, give them a lot of encouragement, follow them to do demos, follow them to come, allow them to come to EKW, bring them to all, what we call, these are demonstrations we are doing every day, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and also let them come to live demonstration. Let them begin to see how they can have the machine, even though they cannot have money to buy, but let them invite people, let them begin to build the systems. By the time they now they begin to run independently on their own. My brothers and sisters, all this is within a short time, you cannot get there. What you need to do is this: put action in place and don't be lazy around. Consistency win the race. Now, the next is encourage two of them to come to #4. Once you can have 2-4, then 2-3, then you become #4. Then you take $50,000 and 10,000 basic incentive. Next is encourage two of them to come to 6A2-4. Then you can move to #5. You take 100,000 once off and 15,000 basic every blessed month. Lastly, we're going to stop here. Encourage two of them to come to 6A2-5 so that they can take 100,000 and 15,000 basic. Then you will move to #6, which is 200,000 one time of incentive and basic incentive of $20,000. And every month that 20,000 begin to come. My brother, #6 is our long-term goal that it is possible. Once people have achieved this in the world, Nigeria have the creative intelligence, creative ability to make this happen. Once someone have done it, we too, we can do it. If you believe that you can achieve that 6 in the next 3, 4, 5 years, go to the dashboard, go to the chat box, type 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Type 10, 10, 10, 10. Now we can achieve that 6 in the system because it is sweet. Because that 200,000 was what we are collecting for today's exchange rate, that's about 150 million naira of Nigerian money. This can do a lot in your financial life. This is Enagic wonderful presentation, Net Energy wonderful plan. This plan we are presenting is patented. It is sealed. That is, all you need to do is this, just get there. Once you get there, your bonus will be released for you. And Enagic also do a lot of recognition. After you achieve all this rank, even from CCA and above, they do a lot of recognition that like, for example, we are going to Japan in December. We learned that they are going to do a lot of the recognition for us. So that is when we're going to receive our check, okay, of the certificate if we have actually qualified from 6A and above. This is the wonder of Enagic marketing plan. If you have a question, kindly unmute yourself so that we can have the question being answered. I want to appreciate everyone in the house that is following up, that is typing. Mr. Oluwase Yoloyede, thank you for that. I appreciate you, big brother. Thank you. God bless you. So if you have a question, please kindly unmute yourself so that we can answer and call it a day. If you have a question, Sister Tammy, I can see you. Ibrahim Amadou, I can see you. God bless you. Mr. The floor is